Okay, it seems like it's recording okay. So yeah, I will be checking for the screen from time to time to make sure everything is recording well, but I think it should be okay. So this particular video is actually for interview purpose, whereby, well, for example, job interview or something. I think this video can be used. Well, that's about it. But since it's somewhat related to the channel, I think I will just include into the channel, and so it's like just part of it, somewhat related. So I will be going with English, using English to introduce myself first. So my name is Jasper. That's in English, which is my first name, and in katakana it's probably called or written as just Super. That's probably how it's going to be. I think that's all. But I haven't applied for any visa yet, and so the official name is not yet being decided yet. So that's about it. So okay, next I will go into my hobby. Okay, so what's my hobby? My hobby is to probably play basketball, badminton, and go for jogging. That's actually what I like to do for sports. I also like to play games, of course, but my type of games is more to the competitive side, whereby it will highly reliant on reflex to deal with certain situation. One of it is probably is more closely related to e-games, is e-sport games such as, let's just call it War Thunder. You know War Thunder, where you need to have good judgment in certain situation in order to ensure your team will actually win the game. Well, this is one of the example. Or being a pilot flying an airplane, air simulator, that is also one of it. Well, other than that, of course, I also love programming and science, which I like to do experiment on my own and think about various possible combination or chemical reaction. Well, of course, that's actually very similar to programming as well. There's not much different, except programming is, typing codes. I guess that's what we technical IT people will do. Typing codes, solving technical issues such as display problem or, user interface, GUI. So yeah, that's basically what I do for hobby. I like to keep up with technology as well to find out what the current technology is about. And yeah, I got this hunger for knowledge, and that's about it. That's what my hobby is. And if right now I think I'm gonna slightly share about my experience, my job experience. Now, I think if any the employers, which is maybe could be you, I'm not sure, which is probably you did look through the document and then you found something else, which I did include my experience in terms of property management as a officer, or which my previous job is as a technical consultant. So what I do in my this IT field, right, is that I will like deal with customer, where I will gather user requirements, deal with UAT, which is user acceptance test, aside from which is every single cycle of the agile approach, for example, which being used every single cycle. We will do a UAT testing with the customer, whereby by the way, UAT is user acceptance test. I wonder if I should actually write it. Maybe I'll just include the full name of it, user acceptance test. So if you don't understand what is actually user acceptance test, and maybe you are not the IT people, you can maybe try googling it, then you'll be able to find out what's the full definition of it. So yeah, there's a user acceptance test aside. And I saw, of course, I did do some project planning and such to plan the schedule. Because during project period, we need to plan a duration, whereby we have to, there's a certain period of time we must complete the project. So within using the available time, we have to plan our time about how many days is one cycle and how much component we must deliver to the customer, complete component, small component to the customer, so that actually at the end of the project we have to deliver the complete product, which is consists of many small components where combined together become a system for them to aid them in their business operation. So what I do is previously I'm dealing with ITSM with RemedyForce, so I use Apex code to write the code and also deal with Salesforce code because RemedyForce is actually an application that is built on top of Salesforce, which is a platform, something like Windows OS, and Microsoft Word is running on top of Windows OS because the Windows is actually the platform for the application to run on. So yeah, that's basically it. Of course, I also deal with the support ticket. For example, support ticket for solving the bugs. Sometime after the project is complete, right, there's some kind of new tiny bugs that we have to solve. Of course, I will solve when they submit the support ticket. For example, there's an incident, there's a problem there, so incident ticket is being created, and I will have to deal with the problem, solve the problem, then yeah, solve the problem. Aside from that, of course, if user request for let's say service request for a new function to add to their system, then yeah, of course I will deal with that as well, do coding, add this new function to the system. Of course, I think I will just give one or two company as an example for that I actually have to participate in the project. Of course, together with my team, which in the total is three people. So one of them is Sam Dabi, SIMEDARBY. Well, that's in Malaysia, of course. Other one, let's go for Singapore then. That is Resort World Sentosa. I think you're probably pretty familiar with it. But if you are living outside of the country that is not used to South Asia, then maybe you're probably not familiar with this. It's actually like let's say it's a place like a park, it's a resort for you to have fun. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I guess let's continue on, and yes, it's recording. So anyway, just now there's some interruption whereby yeah, there's someone came back. So yeah, so this basically two of the example company I actually have participated in the project to develop the system and deliver to the customer. This of course one of it. Of course, during the project I got deal with database and server as well, because some of them actually want to install in their local server. I could participate in that, and of course retrieving of data from the database, and also yeah, develop reports, which of course when you develop a system for the customer side, right, you probably they will need a report to actually, monthly report or yearly report to actually like bring in to their meetings, right, to discuss with their higher ups, which is their bosses, about what are the strategy moving forward their company have to take in order to make a profit, something like that, make a profit. So yeah, this is probably few of the things. So I did deal with database retrieving data. I think it's kind of like what I did is like a full-fledged developer. So where since my previous company is not a very big company, right, we just basically like deal with everything. We particularly do everything, including database, develop the entire system, coding, and also handle the server-to-server communication. So yeah, I participate in all of them. I do everything we will handle. So we won't say we like specific individual must focus on specific things. All of us have to know how to share our burdens. This is what I think. This is what teamwork is. Well, maybe one of the reasons is because we are using agile approach, which is also what I like and what I usually use to during my university or college years, where since I used to become a class rep, right, I have to become the project leader to actually handle the projects. Kind of have to become the leader of the assignment of the team to actually organize which team member actually will handle which part, and then at the end we will combine everything, and I will have to do proof checking of the data that all the teammates that have given to me, right. I have to see whether it's actually valid or not, because that is actually very important. If it's valid, then the product that we actually submit will not be relevant. So that's very important. Of course, when this thing come out, communication is very important as well. We have to be able to communicate with each other very well, which for me is, well, I wouldn't have any problem in adaptation, since how should I say, during diploma years I'm actually studying in my home state, which is one of the state in the country. And then when I have to go for my degree, I have to become an outstation student, and I have to travel to Kuala Lumpur, which is completely different culture. The culture is very different. So yeah, I would say that there is this culture shock, but I won't say it's so much of a problem that one cannot adapt. I don't think I will have any problem in adaptation, so I adapt quickly and yeah, live a normal life. Very good at adaptation, and yeah, so when I go for my degree, I just complete it. I complete my degree, and yeah, got the degree cert. If you have the document, if you are the one that everything, look into the document, then you probably have saw it that I have what is in the document. You probably can probably see what's inside there, what I have got. So yeah, that's about it. What else should I introduce myself about? Let's see. About if we are going to talk about what is my interest, I don't think there's really something to discuss about, because I did mention earlier that I actually pretty is the type that hunger for knowledge, but some so I actually will learn things quite fast. Well, in a way, I guess I just want to say that what's most important thing right here, right, is that even though I may be the work, if the company actually want me, right, or I actually going to work for someone or a company, I actually just probably going to be playing as a, when a company hire you, right, you actually are staff of the company, but what are you actually is just only a part of the engine component, the one that start the sparks, right, or the one that actually direct the direction is actually the CEO, or I just say the leader of the company or the owner, something like that. So I'm probably going to just play a part as an engine until there's a further higher up responsibility. Then again, I probably at the near future probably will just handle become a more and more important part of the engine of to support the entire, let's say, the machine, or maybe use aircraft for example. uh, I probably will be able to handle more and more significant part of the engine to actually support the company growth, which for me is I want to give my all into doing what I do, and yeah, to enjoy every single moment. Most important thing is experience here, the experience of life. So yeah, that's about it. mm, I'm not quite sure what to share, what else to share in English, so I think I'll move on to using Japanese. But I can say one thing, I'm not very confident with my Japanese, so thought I can actually speak, I can actually understand it. I couldn't actually speak very well because I'm not confident with it, but I can understand. So yeah, let's go with it. Introducing my name first. So 僕の名前はジャスパー。カタカナのどういう書いて方は後で僕ここにこのビデオにあ書いていますかも。ジャスパー、英語はジャスパーね。JASPER、 そういう書いて方かな。そしてはホビーですね。バスケは好き、バドミントンはもう好き。足ジョギングすみませんね。それはちょっと僕はちょっと忘れてたけどね。すみません。それはすみません。でもそしては会社は前の会社ですね。名前は ITF スンジャンブハッ。はい。ITF スンジャンブハッ。その会社はクアラルンプーにいる。俺の仕事はその時は僕の仕事あの時はなんかプログラミングして、そしてユーザーと会話すみません。なんか本当に自信ないでね。日本語しゃべるのは。でも本当になんか日本語、誰が日本語に会話してあるなら多分なんか多分誰と日本語に喋るならコンセッションねいるなら多分インプットはできますかも。改善しますけどね、多分改善がはい多分改善多分はい多分インプットはできるかもね。いろいろとまずい自分の日本語は喋り方はいろいろとまずいちゃんとしている。でも僕は本当に頑張ってできるだから何もないんですよね。あとはちょっと多分ないけど、でも何か質問あるなら、well, probably please ask. Sorry, I still can't speak Japanese very well, but I could understand Japanese quite well. I won't say I believe you have a major problem in that, what I think in a situation that I can actually learn properly, right, is that I can have a good exposure of Japanese language where I can actually talk to various people and actually confirm whether if what the way I'm using the word whether it's correct or not, so that I can actually have some confidence in it instead of, you know, living in a place that doesn't have people that actually use Japanese language to have this conversation with each other. So yeah, that's why that's a very important thing. One of the important thing I think is the best way to actually learn a certain language. So that's what I did hope this video will be able to deliver to you. So as a conclusion, first I already state my name, which is Jasper, whereby in katakana will be written as Jasupa, Jasupa. 後でここにこのビデオに書いてします。And my hobby is for badminton, basketball, and go for jogging. This for sports. And yeah, I also like esports games, which is highly reliant on reflex to deal with certain situations. I believe that probably is quite an important thing because if you know how to actually have good reflex, like you will be able to respond to situation calmly. For example, emergency situation to deal with project and such. This because you are the certain individual is already being trained to respond to sudden situation that appeared to them, so they won't be really like, you know, get nervous when something new come up that's urgent or critical situation. So yeah, that's one of it. And I like science, things that's related to science. One of it is IT. IT is actually related to science. IT is related to science. And yeah, and also chemical reaction and such, which, well, probably that's not related to IT field, but well, it's still something I like to do. I do my own research, such as how to produce your own nitrogen, liquid nitrogen. Although I don't think I can produce my liquid nitrogen yet, since I need certain equipment I need to set up. I can make, although I think I can make it, just not for now. But I gotta do other type of experiments. Yeah, that's about it. And finally, my experience, that's the third thing. My previous experience in my work, which I think is crucial to share, or kind of needed to share, which is my experience in property management as a property management officer for a shopping square. I just say shop lots, a lot of shops, いろいろな店にあるかな。そのプルサンスクエのところでマレーシアにはい。So yeah, that's one of it, which is probably is quite important. If you want to know in details what is actually is about, it's about managing certain squares, such as, do you know about the property management in for example a shopping complex where there is a lot of shops, but you got to need someone to actually deal with the common areas, such as where the customer going to the shopping complex, where they walk around inside, which is the area that is not walk into the certain shop lots that specifically sell specific kind of items. So yeah, that's, you need someone to manage the outside area and the looks, right, the plantation and everything, securities. Yeah, this by what I previously do. And aside from that, which my previous job, whereby I'm a technical consultant dealing with ITSM, where I'm more onto footprint, memory force, deal with programming use as a not a back-end developer but like full-fledged developer where particularly do everything, get the system entirely done and then pass it to the customer, and also deal with support ticket, of course, customer to customer conversation face to face. There's also one of it I do. So yeah, yeah, I think basically that is the conclusion of it. Soこれはこれで名前とホビーと仕事のエクスペリエンス何があるか多分ないね。多分これだけか。じゃあ何か質問あるならコメントをください。それはそれで。じゃあな。